Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. Ho, ho, ho. It is time for some holly jolly advice. I hope you are taking some time to enjoy the holiday season, but we're still working here. So at Archimedes Offspring, I am president and CEO, and we are working through issues on both sides. Right now, we are actively vetting, so I encourage you to get your applications in. I had a lady this morning said, I still want to apply. Can I get my application in? Am I too late? No, you're right on time. So go ahead and get your applications in. One of the things that we, always talk about is the fact that, once you are accepted into the program, all right, the mentoring that goes along with that program, it's part of it. We want to make sure that you're doing the right things in the right order. It minimizes expenses, but let's back up a step and say, all right, here's some free advice, and you are not yet accepted in, or you've not decided whether you want to apply. Okay, so let's work at it from that angle today. It's the holiday season, right? Some free advice. I was talking to a couple of different inventors yesterday. Said, so where are you in the process? Well, we're having drawings done up. Like, all right, have you had a professional, comprehensive, independent search done yet? Well, no, we hadn't. We've been waiting for, our drawings. Are you paying for these drawings? Well, yes, we are. No. The first thing you pay for is the search. All right. Why would you pay someone to make drawings before you know whether or not you've got something that you can patent? All right. Or that you're infringing on somebody else, right? You don't have to file a patent to go to market, but you want to make darn good and sure you're not infringing. So the first thing you do, past your own looking around and your own building of a cardboard duct tape version of a prototype, I've seen some cool ones made out of Legos, is to go ahead and get the comprehensive search done. So much easier to go through a search report and say, oh, well, this is kind of in my ballpark. And you start with that and make your improvements to that. Now you don't have to try to have somebody starting from scratch. So much better use of your money, the time, and the engineer's time, or whoever is doing your drawings. So, all right, first step, you can still get that done in the month of December. All right, if you need to know who can do it for $500, send me an email. I'll send you some options. Okay, so a good comprehensive search, what you're looking for. It is going to be the USPTO. It's going to be an international search and a product search. You've heard me say this. There's a legitimate 2.5-year blind spot at the USPTO. Nothing anybody can do about it. They're not trying to hide things from you. It's just the way the system works. So what do? All right, there's a lot of times people will post things out there, all right, on a website or go to a trade show, maybe on Amazon. They're trying to sell a few. We can find those. All right, that goes into the report. So we want to know what is out there and what you can do legitimately. If it's been done in another country, it's part of the public domain. You're not going to get a patent. All right, so the first thing you want to know, are you infringing on somebody else? That throws you out of the water. Or you could file a patent. The next question then is, should you? And that is something that you discuss either with me or with a partner if you've got one. All right, free advice. Next step. Once you've got the search back and you take a look through it, you want to know, like I said, are you infringing or could you file? Now maybe you want to engage that engineer to do some drawings for you. But at least now you know you've got something to work with. See if there's a group in your area. All right. Inventors find tremendous camaraderie when you're able to go to a group. Now, I've had somebody email and say, well, we live in a rural area. We can't do that. Archimedes Offspring is going to help you out, all right? In early, we're going to get it set up over the holiday season. Another reason why we're working over the holidays. But in January, we'll kick off a new meetup website that is Archimedes Offspring that will be dedicated to just answering questions for you folks who, you can't get to a local meeting. There's nothing in your area, but we can create now an online presence where you'll be able to go in and ask questions and be able to ask about different service providers and who are good recommendations. It's a fairly easy system for us to be able to set up that gives you who are interested in that funding mechanism of Archimedes Offspring, and even going to the next step, to be able to be part of that community if you're not able to get to someplace. All right. We look at these, a lot of these inventor communities are in the larger metropolitan areas. We're also putting together on a national level with the United Inventors Association, a team of ambassadors is what we're going to be called, so that we can help inventors who are just looking for that early stage advice. You know, I get so many inventors who come to me and they've already started down the road, and sometimes they've made some pretty serious financial mistakes. You know, they find out that there was something done in another country. They find out that they are infringing on somebody else. Would rather know sooner rather than later. And the other thing is sometimes that they've gone and they've jumped the gun into being in startup mode when they know they don't have $250,000 to throw at this. That's tough. All right, that's tough. We would rather get you when I've got an idea. What do I do? So that we can guide you through those steps. And that those answering of those questions early on is simply, you know, you can go here and find some information. It's free. All right. You can, as Inventor Lady, I answer these questions all the time, getting people teed up. On the Archimedes Offspring side, once you are accepted into the vetting, all right, process, and then you're accepted into the fund where you're going to be receiving money. Now that is part of the package. That's part of the program that we put together because it protects the investor's money. So on one of my videos, I said, you know, it's free. Well, are you getting an invoice for it? No, but it is part of then the contract that you give as being one of those chosen inventors to participate in the funding family. So we want to make sure that all of our family members are well taken care of. But you can go to my website, Inventor Lady, and pull down the Inventor's Galaxy Guide. That is going to give you a host of information. It's about a 30-minute read, shows you how that pendulum is going to swing on whether or not you should consider being a startup or you're really going after licensing. And then what do you do for licensing? I have people contact me all over the spectrum about licensing. And sometimes they've teed up very, very well, and sometimes they hit a stumbling block. And so then we go back to AOS because they need funding for whichever phase they're in. It's a great match. It is a great match because now we've got the tools in place to help you wherever you are, coast to coast, and, you know, be able to look at the merits of your invention, all right, and say, okay, here's where you are, here's the next step, fill out your application. We really, really like it when you're saying, I've got an idea, what do I do? Get plugged into a local group, get plugged into AOS for our online meetup. Go to the AOS website and ask for the update in the newsletters. A lot of this information is going to be there. So, holly jolly advice. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season and you can get started on your project for 2020 right now. All right, there's good advice out there that you don't have to pay for upfront. And that's one of the things, it just gets me so frustrated when, you know, an inventor who's trying to tee up a project is now charging you, the other independent inventor, to be able to get, to have to pay them for their advice. And it's like, what? They're not even in the marketplace yet. They don't have any advice to give you. It really gets me going, as you can tell. Gets me cranky. And since these are all kid-approved videos, I keep my crankiness to myself. But if you call me on the phone and you ask me about being cranky, I am happy to share some stories with you. My name is Rita Crompton. I am President and CEO of Archimedes Offspring, and I wish you a wonderful holiday season, and we will be working and doing videos during the holiday season. So if you have time off and you've got questions, please shoot them to me. You can reach me at Rita at Archimedes Offspring, or you can put them back through the Facebook or LinkedIn. My dear social media expert, Andrea, will forward them to me and let me know what you're asking. A lot of times I can embed those in some of my video talks that go back to you. Always looking for some good ideas and good topics. So I will be speaking with you on Monday. Have a great weekend.